Do you feel kind of like a zombie? It's becoming the working dead in many companies. According to a new study, just 1 in 5 people are thriving at work.
Joining us on the KOGO News Live Line is a workplace expert and CEO of Samurai Success, David Olcott. Good morning.
Good morning, Ted and Veronica. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right, we know what a zombie on TV is, but what are the characteristics of a zombie employee?
Yeah, so a lot of that survey that's really happening right now is looking at the workplace and recognizing that so many people just seem to be walking around aimlessly at their job because they don't have clear expectations and clear goals about what they want to do with their jobs. Very different workplace than we've experienced in the past.
Yeah, okay, so that leads to a whole host of questions. How did we become zombie employees? How did these kind of nebulous jobs, how did they come into existence, and how are they still here?
Great question. And as studying this over the last 25 years, during this transition, it's been remarkable to watch. And it really is this big generational gap about how we were, if better word for programmed as kids, about what work means to people. And for us, it meant our identity. It's like, hey, we're going to build an empire. We're going to do this. We're going to make money. We're going to make this material things. And in the midst of doing that, surprisingly enough, it also answers another question. Where do these kids learn this from? They actually learned it from us, watching us being so frustrated with business and not working out and not living the dream that we thought was supposed to be ours. And they're like, hell, I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. So their belief systems are very different from ours because they want experiences outside the workplace, not inside the workplace.
So basically, us whining and complaining, the kids have said, you know what, I'm not even going to try.
Well, I think we've done a really good job of teaching them that this stuff doesn't work, is my point, because there's so many other factors, their education, their parents, all their community and stuff like this. But business owners, we've also said, hey, we're complaining a lot about this place. Come join us. I don't want to be there.
All right, so here's a question. What can bosses do to avoid a zombie apocalypse at the workplace?
So let's use a great example. Building structure is the key thing, because what employees are really looking for are 3 things. Security in their jobs, complexity in their work, can't be too hard, can't be too easy, and a clear connection between what they're doing as an employee, the benefits to themselves and to the company. And this Lego example that we use is like, imagine you walk into a business and someone hands you a plastic bag of all these Legos, and they represent the task and projects, and they ask you to put them together based upon your work experience or your curriculum vitae or resume. Say, hey, put this together. I'm going to share you my vision auditorily, and this is where I want you to take this. The next business I walk into gives you a very clear picture of where you want to be able to go, and they still hand you that plastic bag of Legos representing tasks and projects. You put it together, you take ownership. The third one is what we really teach with this, is that clear picture, organized structure, and a clear and structured manual about how to put that together. So even if the person doesn't want to be at work, you have the most efficient engagement way to be able to have them do the most efficient work possible.
So here are some things that people run into, though. So let's say you have the bag of Legos, and somebody will say, put this together. You put it together, and they said, well, that's not really what I had in mind. Or they're breathing down your neck saying, put this here, put this here, put this here, put this here. You're being micromanaged to death.
Yes. And I will tell you that's a surprising thing, because I will tell you, if you let me take hold, let me manage you for 5 minutes, and everybody goes, no way, you're not going to do that. Yet we keep teaching this in our colleges and our universities and our school systems to manage people. Stop doing that. Start managing a system. Write down those steps so you're not micromanaging. You're not a helicopter parent around these employees, because they don't want you doing that. They've already had that enough. What they're looking for is clear instructions about how to win at their jobs.
Yeah, because, for me, personally, when someone micromanages me, I just kind of give up and I don't care anymore. And Absolutely. I think that's probably what a lot of people are doing.
They're just as human as us, and we forgot that. We've created this big gap between us being humans. We're still humans. We got to find this common ground, and that common ground is being able to have a structure that we can both win with, and that's what we need to put together.
Workplace expert, CEO of Samurai Success, and also the author of the book Swords of Illumination, David Olcott. Thanks so much for joining us. Really good. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on the show.
All right.